Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Aligned and Alive. I'm Dr. Sarah. I'm in my kitchen today. We have a gloomy and supposed to be freezing rain Saturday on our hands. So we're not going anywhere. That means I'm going to take some time today to prepare some food for us for our upcoming week. My husband's out of town, so I like to do a little batch cooking and have some ingredients ready for tacos and things of that nature. This is how easy, healthy cooking can be, you guys. I'm not kidding. I'm literally going to take this pack of chicken breasts. I'm going to open it up. I'm really picky about the quality of our meat. I try to get grass-fed meat, grass-fed and finished meat from a local farmer whenever possible for our beef. This is just bare chicken, so it's a healthier version of chicken. Again, this is how easy this is. I'm putting those chicken breasts into my Instant Pot, and I'm gonna dump a jar of salsa, but I like verde salsa, green salsa, right over the top. I'm going to mix this around so that I know that there is liquid underneath my chicken breasts. And then I'm gonna throw it in my Instant Pot, right? And I'm gonna let it cook for whatever time it says. I got a new Instant Pot, so I'm still getting used to the new settings on this one. I'm a giant Instant Pot fan because I can have this chicken ready to go in no time flat. And what I'm gonna do with it when I'm done is I'm gonna take the chicken breasts out. I'm gonna shred them in my KitchenAid mixer. Just zoom it around a little bit, shreds it perfectly. Super easy little hack there. Then I'll have this chicken ready to put on tacos for my kiddos. I will have it for burrito bowls if I want that. And I will probably make some salads with this chicken as well. Put this chicken on top of some salads because I'm gonna roast some vegetables here in a minute. Roasted vegetable and chicken salad, so good. That's as easy as cooking can be. So I'm gonna get this going in the Instant Pot. Okay, now, literally one button over there. Pushed one button, poultry. It's going. And now I have a bowl in front of me. I cut up some veggies. In here I have diced sweet potato, I have cauliflower, I have a yellow zucchini, and I have cherry tomatoes. I just dump some olive oil on top, mix that around a little bit, get olive oil on most of the surfaces. I love roasted vegetables. They're super easy, very versatile. And you can put anything in here. I mean, you could, whatever vegetable you have in your refrigerator. I'm gonna use just plain salt today. There are some days when I would put more seasoning on to give it a little bit of a different flavor. Today, I just wanna do salt because I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do with these veggies. Like I said, I think I'm gonna put them in a salad, but that salt will bring out the flavor. Salt is amazing. If you have never read the book, what is it? Salt, Fat, hold on. This book is awesome. Salt, Fat, Acid, Heat. This book is great at explaining why all four of those components are so important in cooking. The salt helps to balance acidity and balance sweetness, and it makes flavors more well-rounded. I'm not afraid of salt. I have already recommended salt drinks on former episodes, but I'm a big picky fan of ingredients in our house, so I do like to have good salt. And Celtic sea salt is my salt of choice in our house. We have this, which I have in my grinder. I really like their pink sea salt. They have flake sea salt, but that sea salt, this Celtic sea salt, the reason I like this is because, yes, it has sodium in it, right? Sodium NaCl, that's what salt is. However, this sea salt, because it's mined naturally and there's no detergents, there's no bleaching. It's healthier in that respect, but it also has a vast array of minerals in it. So if the whole spectrum of minerals was in salt NaCl is a small portion. The rest is other trace nutrients, trace minerals. So this is really good salt. Now, when I'm doing these vegetables, this is again how simple this is. I'm gonna roast these at 375 for 10-15 minutes. I'm gonna stir them. I'm going to put them back in for another probably 10 minutes, see how they're doing. That's as simple as cooking and prepping can be for our week. Like I said, I'm gonna use this for salads. I'll probably also use this for some burrito bowls. And the likelihood is I'll probably just eat some of them too because they're just so good. On to recipe number, well, 3 actually, are some sourdough discard granola bars. Now, I know not all of you may have sourdough, and so you don't have discard. Don't worry. I will attach a recipe for some breakfast cookies that I absolutely love in the description below as well. And I forgot to mention that if you wanted to make that chicken, but you don't have an Instant Pot, you can easily make it in a crock pot. It would just take 3 or 4 hours if it's on low to be able to cook that chicken. And then same thing, you shred it up. I can already smell that starting to cook, and it's smelling really good. So this recipe for these sourdough granola bars, the first thing I need to do is I'm going to melt a 1/4 cup of butter and a 1/4 cup of peanut butter in this little jar. Okay, I've got my peanut butter and my butter melted together. I recommend using a bigger bowl than what I just chose to use. It might have got a little messy. I'm gonna put this into a bigger bowl. And the reason I like to do this, especially on a day like today where it's just kind of gloomy out, is I know I'm preparing myself for success this week. So into this, I'm going to mix in everything else that it calls for. So it calls for a 1/2 cup of honey. I have a 1/2 cup of sourdough discard. And if any of you know what I'm talking about out there, sourdough, it's the best. Temperamental at times, but discard is also good and useful to use up. I have a scant 1/4 cup of brown sugar. I have 4 cups of oats. So we're gonna mix all that together, smidgen salt, and we'll put a little splash of some homemade vanilla in there as well. There we go. Now this looks like kind of a gooey little compilation, but I'm gonna bake it. So when I bake it, it's gonna come together. The recipe states as well to make sure that you refrigerate these after they're done cooling for at least an hour so that they really stick together. And I do find that that really helps. So I've got my big mixture here, and I'm gonna put a scant cup of chocolate chips in. I really wanted mini chocolate chips, but I guess I don't have any. I don't know where they went. Again, this is how easy this is to make healthy food. These granola bars don't have preservatives. They don't have artificial colorings, artificial flavorings, all very whole ingredients, from the earth ingredients. The most processed thing in here are the chocolate chips, and these are Trader Joe's chocolate chips, so they've got clean ingredients in those as well. I'm gonna push this into a pan, and it gets a little sticky tricky, so sometimes using the back of the spatula can help, or even another piece of parchment paper. But once I have these pushed into the pan, I'm gonna bake them, and I bake them at 325 for 25 minutes, and take them out, let them cool, and then refrigerate them for an hour before cutting them into my granola bars. But my kids will love these this week. I'm gonna pack these for a snack this week. Yeah, good to get some stuff prepared before the week ahead. All right, we are finished. We have everything done. The chicken turned out great, shredded like a charm in the KitchenAid mixer. Otherwise, obviously 2 forks, but so much easier, you guys. These granola bars smell so good. I don't know if you can really see them. They smell so good. I'm not gonna be eating those for a while because they are hot out of the oven and they need to cool and be refrigerated. And then some roasted veggies. It's lunchtime right now, so I'm gonna use some of this chicken and roasted veggies in a bowl with avocado and maybe some cheese and call it lunch, because that sounds pretty darn good right now. So thanks for tuning in to another episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If this is something you'd like me to continue in terms of healthy at-home meals that are fast and easy for you and your family, please let me know down below in the comments. If you haven't already, like this video, subscribe if you haven't, and stay tuned. We've got new episodes that come out every Monday and Thursday.